What tactics prevent hazmat leaks from spreading dangerously? Imagine a tanker truck overturning on a busy highway, spilling chemicals into the environment. How do firefighters stop that leak from turning into a disaster? That's what we're here to find out. When hazardous materials leak, the goal is to keep the danger contained and prevent it from spreading further. Firefighters start by quickly identifying what chemical is involved. They use placards, labels, and reference guides to understand its properties. Knowing if it's flammable, toxic, or reactive helps determine the best response. Safety is always the top priority, so responders wear proper personal protective equipment and stay at a safe distance until the scene is assessed. Once on scene, they establish control zones. The hot zone is the contaminated area, the warm zone is for decontamination, and the cold zone is safe for personnel. This setup keeps everyone protected. The next step is to isolate the spill. Firefighters build barriers called dikes or dams using soil, sand, or specialized absorbent materials. These barriers prevent the liquid from spreading to nearby water sources or onto the ground. They also use absorption pads or booms to soak up the liquid directly. For spills on flat surfaces, diking is very effective. In addition, firefighters may divert the hazardous liquid using trenches or channels that direct it to a safe collection point like a retention basin. For gases or vapors, vapor suppression techniques are used. They spray foam or water to reduce the vapor cloud, which lowers the risk of ignition or inhalation hazards. These tactics depend on the chemical involved and the environment. For example, vapor suppression is crucial for flammable gases, while diking works well for liquid spills. Firefighters also use engineering controls to limit the spread. They might close doors, seal drains, or shut off valves in buildings to contain the hazard inside. When safe and possible, they take direct action to stop the leak at its source. This could mean patching a hole, closing a valve, or plugging a breach. Only trained personnel with the right equipment should attempt this, as it can be dangerous. Decontamination stations are set up to clean responders and equipment after exposure. This prevents secondary contamination and helps keep everyone safe. Firefighters monitor the scene constantly, watching for changes in wind, weather, or chemical behavior. They adjust their tactics accordingly, moving equipment upwind or expanding evacuation zones if needed. Air monitoring devices help detect invisible threats like toxic gases. Coordination with other agencies is essential. Pre-planned responses and regular training ensure everyone knows their role. In a real incident, firefighters quickly identify the chemical, establish control zones, contain the spill with barriers and absorbents, and work with specialized hazmat teams to repair or stop the leak. They also set up decontamination lines for anyone exposed and keep monitoring the air for dangerous vapors. Preventing a hazmat leak from turning into a bigger problem involves acting fast, using the right containment methods, and working together. Firefighters relying on their training, proper equipment, and teamwork to manage these high-risk situations. Their goal is always to protect lives, property, and the environment from harm.